Hey guys, it's Excite, and this is a 30 and 2 free-for-all with the specialist package, so it's quite good. I wanted to ask you guys a question on what you found more entertaining, because I'm not sure myself, because people say the specialist is more entertaining because it's more gun on gun, I guess, because obviously it is, because you're not getting any kills in the kill streaks and stuff, directly anyway. So, what do you think is more entertaining? A bit of a longer gameplay, but with all specialist, or do you think it's more entertaining to have a real short one? Because you're using assault. So yeah, if you give me a suggestion in the comments, I'll do. If you want me to use assault, I'll get assault on for a game. At the moment, I'm using specialist because I've said in previous commentary, so I'm not going to go into it. But I'm going for MOBs at the moment because I want to get one. I just want to have one, and then I'm going to give up. Just because then I can say I've done one, and they don't appeal to me really, to be honest. They're just too stress inducing, I think, and that. But also, I wanted to say, if you think my voice sounds weird, I'm not sure if it does or not, but if I ever sound like I have a lisp or something, I don't. It's because I'm wearing a retainer right now, and I had braces, I've had them off now, I've got a retainer on. Maybe I'll do a commentary on that one day. It'd be a bit random, I can't really think of anything I could talk about with it, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll think of something. But today I wanted to talk about just something that came into my head, just about bullying in general, I guess. Because I saw a commentary on it from White Boy and that, and I thought, let's steal another idea. I just stole one from Wings of Redemption for my last one. I'm going to steal one from White Boy now. But I'm sure it's been done to death. It's not really stealing. But yeah, I thought I'd talk about my experiences with it and all. I remember, first time I remember really being bullied was, well, what happened was when I used to go to infant school, I used to have to go to a childminder's house because my parents both worked in the morning, so they couldn't look after me until it was time for me to go in. And I remember that I used to have to go to these people's house, and they had two adopted daughters, and one of them was really nice, and I think I fancied her when I was that age, but I was only a kid, and I think I fancied her because she was quite nice. She was quite a good looking girl. She was much older than me, but yeah, but that's a bit random. And then you had this other girl who was in the top year of junior school when I was in middle of infants, and I remember. Her name was Becky. I'm actually going to name drop because I don't care. I know she won't see this. But I remember she used to pick on me so bad. She used to put sweets and that in my clothes and shit, and just do loads of shit, swing me around the room by my legs and head and pull my hair and just really pick on me in general. And obviously I know she's a girl and you're all thinking what a pussy, but yeah, I am a bit of a pussy. But also I was much younger than her, and also I'm not the biggest of people, so I can't really do much. But yeah, and she just picked on me, and it was really bad. And every now and again, I'd get my dad to say something, and then he never really did anything. Really, he stopped it for about a week or something, but it never really did anything. And that's the first time I remember. And actually, when I then moved house because my parents. I used to live in a pretty bad area, but then my parents wanted to move out, so they saved up money because they didn't want me to go to the school that was actually in that catchment area because they thought it was shit and it would be full of kids that would it was just a bad area, so a bad school. So they moved so I could go to a different school, and that's where I am now. And that was the whole decision on it. And yeah, basically I ended up moving away, so never had to go there again because I moved close to my nan, so now I can just go to my nan's house. I used to go to my nan's house in the morning. Now I don't bother. I just go. But yeah. So basically, that I remember I ran into her a few times afterwards. Once I ran into her with my dad while I was out in town, and she said nothing. She was just pure, as if we were great friends, and as if nothing had ever happened. And then I ran into her another time when I was with my friend in the park. So my dad wasn't there, and when I ran into her that time, she threatened me and shit and wanted to fight me. She looked like such a mental case then. She was smoking and stuff. She looked like one of those proper those rough cases that just go bad. But then she ended up getting pretty much everything that came to her by the end. She was a real bitch, and she ended up getting pregnant by before 16, and ended up getting expelled from her school because she stole a phone. And yeah, so that all ended up going drastically wrong for her. But I don't care because she probably deserved it, and she was a bitch, to be honest. But yeah. Another thing I remember about it just before this wraps up, I can talk quickly, is when I think it was when I was in junior school, this one was, and I remember there was these kids. I think I was in like year 4 or something, and they were like in year 6, so they were a bit older than me. And they used to just like pick on me and stuff like that. And I remember I was like getting sick of it, and I remember I went home and like told my dad about it. And my dad like did the usual. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My mum had to come in, but I had to pause the commentary. But I'm back now. And basically, they were older than me, and they basically picked on me. And I went home and I told my dad about it, and he said to hit them as the usual like dad reply, like go out there and like fight them. And I remember once like I expected it to go a lot better than it did, and I remember I ended up confronting him, pushing him, and being like, "Come on, then." And then he ended up grabbing me and decking me to the floor and smashing my head into the concrete, which didn't go according to plan. And that's why that turning around and trying to hit them back and get them to be afraid doesn't always work, because you just end up getting battered if they're older than you. But that's the end of the commentary, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please comment, please, on like what you find more insane in assault or specialist gameplays, and if you were bullied or something like that, if you actually want to share something like that. But anyway, guys, I gotta go. Peace out. Have a nice day.